Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Potato, and welcome back to our channel.
I just truly believe that every single person on this planet has something going on that is affecting them in their life. That
So
they don't
true.
share. That's why I think it's important to always choose kindness.
Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. And I'm back again to react to another Amberlynn Reid video. Could you believe it? Could you believe that that's what we're here to do today? We do that a lot over here. I don't know if you noticed. It is a big part of what we do over here. Anyways, I don't think actually today that I have a lot of info to preface things with. I did see that Beck has continued posting, including a reaction to Tom Harlock. Apparently, I haven't actually watched it yet. I think Beck uploaded it in like the middle of the night, so I haven't had a chance to take a look at that. What I will say is, love Tom Harlock. He has been so kind to me offline. Well, he's been kind to me in videos as well, but like he's been very kind to me offline since I have been aware of his existence. So I'm sure that was an interesting video to watch, and of course, feel free to continue supporting Beck if that is something you're interested in doing. And on the subject of Beck, I think I also saw that it looks like maybe Mr. Snowflake is gonna do some kind of interview or question and answer with Beck. So be on the lookout for that as well. I think I saw that there was like some kind of community tab post that Mr. Snowflake put out about that info. So just be aware of that and be on the lookout. I think, previous interviews that Mr. Snowflake has done, in particular with Casey, were really illuminating, fascinating, interesting, and provided I think a generally safe space for Casey to, answer some questions about his experience with Amberlynn. So hopefully the same will go for Beck. Although I do know that at this point Beck has their own platform and has also similarly done an interview with Karina, but perhaps this is a way for Beck to kind of have some space from the allegations of them trying to capitalize on making money off of Amberlynn tea or whatever. But I also fully support them doing that if that's what they need and or want to do. But anyways, all that to say, could be coming, could be out there in the future, so just keep a look out. Anyways, all of that to say, today's video from Miss Amberlynn Reid is called, and listen, this title is wild. I have to assume most of this is some level of clickbait, but also all of it feels very annoying as a concept to me. But the title is, Medical Misinformation is Being Spread. Walnut contacted Jordy, and semaglutide isn't working. Bar vlog. And it's just where do I start? Where do I start, divas? Because, well, let's start with the one thing that isn't like the other two things in the title. Walnut contacted Jordy. Why Amberlynn insists on continuing to bring up this Walnut feeder story when she literally was just in a video getting upset about me spreading this narrative, this rumor, as she calls it, which is based in fact, which is based in evidence that there is documented history of Tommy participating in feeder content, right? Amberlynn's so mad about me bringing up that Tommy Salami is a feeder, or has at least participated in feeder activities in the past. Maybe no longer a feeder, who the fuck knows, okay? Amberlynn's so mad about me bringing that up, but she can't help herself but to keep up bringing up this Walnut story. This Walnut story, which, to be honest, not everybody's gonna forget forever, right? People are gonna remember this. It's a part of her lore now. But from what I can tell, most people have moved on and started talking about other stuff. So I just genuinely don't understand why she keeps bringing it to everybody's attention. What's the point, diva? Why are we doing this? And to be honest, I really don't, and I could just not be remembering, and I don't keep up with Jordy's channel. I don't watch, I know that's annoying at this point to hear me say, but I really don't watch everything, so maybe I missed something. But I don't recall anybody Jordy making a big deal out of being contacted by Walnut, with the exception of at the very beginning of all of this, there was a user who was exposing these videos and stuff, and they reached out, I think, to Jordy amongst some other like reaction channels and things like that to send the video to. Now, the other two things, I have to assume the semaglutide isn't working thing is just clickbait, because I can't believe she would already be saying that it wasn't working. I really don't. Although, you know, in the video, the last video I reacted to, I guess she kind of was suggesting that she wasn't able to completely eliminate the food noise yet. So maybe it is honest. And I honestly just like don't know what medical misinformation is being spread and or what she means by that, outside of maybe she's talking about reaction channels and shit like that. And then also on that note, the fact that like Jordy is in this title is just like, I thought in the new year you were no longer doing reaction channels. I thought you were no longer going to give attention to negativity. I thought we were watering the things that make you happy. I don't know, Diva. I really don't know, but I guess instead of all the speculation before we get into it, I listen, I'm always fully aware that I'm like, I don't have a lot to say, and then I end up yapping a lot. But y'all love the yapping, so we're just gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it all in, but let me shut the fuck up. And let's get to, shall we? Also, before we get too into it, this outfit, have we seen this top before? I think, honestly, the top could be cute. I think it's such an interesting choice to just go with, like, the visible bra strap. Actually, I take back, I don't really think this top is cute at all. I don't understand the mesh with this little, like, Renaissance medieval sleeve. I think medieval times and the Renaissance were two different times, but you know what I'm saying? I don't love this look. I don't understand this medieval wench, like, sex worker vibe that she's going for, but listen, I don't understand style like Amberlynn does. I'm literally wearing a crew neck Adidas sweatshirt and a Dollywood cap, so who am I to judge? Okay, let's actually get to now, though.
Hey guys,
hi.
So today's January 14th, and I just got done fulfilling so many Cameo requests.
Oh, thank God.
The video
that fast food or lack of fast food, it really has her motivated to do some fucking work. Let's go.
Stating that I even opened my Cameo hasn't even been published yet. I mean, by the time you guys are watching this video, it has. But while I'm filming this video, it hasn't. You guys are honestly just so amazing and so supportive lately, and I just love you for it. Please do not mind my outfit. I am actually just wearing this because I have not worn it in so long, and I'm trying to like wear things.
I actually, now that she's backed up, I really don't like it. I really don't like it. And you know what? This is the one time I'm gonna allow her to say, please don't mind my outfit. Even though it is very, very much in line with her starting off all of her videos with like, don't mind my looks, don't mind what I look like. Today, she is wearing this outfit, though, that I literally started the video off with critiquing. So maybe it's fair for her to start off the video saying, please don't mind my outfit. Also, the other thing about, like, the influx of, like, pushing the Cameo and the influx of, like, trying out this merch and doing these memberships and things like that, it's not lost on me, and many of you pointed out in my comments on the last video, that, money was the major reason that Amberlynn shared that Tommy Salami did the feeder content. Like, that's how Amberlynn wrote off all of that. And it's not lost on me that Tommy is now, like, encouraging Amberlynn to make money and finding ways to make money. And I'm glad it's not feeder content, honestly. Like, truly, I think that that's best for Amberlynn that they're not going down that path. But it is curious that Tommy Salami seems to come into people's lives and look for ways to, like, monetize that and make revenue off of that,
Things that I haven't worn in a hot minute because I'm trying to go through my closet and decide, like, do I really need all this?
Yeah.
Girl used to have like 5,000 clothing items, and I have dwindled it down to like maybe 50.
This one should go to Goodwill. Don't even give it to Mama Lynn, because this is not Mama Lynn's style, but but we should pass this one on.
And here I am trying to dwindle it down even more. So I saw this in my closet and I was like, do I actually still want to keep this? Maybe I should wear it for a day and see how I feel. Right now, I think she looks kind of cute.
No.
Okay, guys, so I do want to do a taste test.
I'm sorry. And also, this is nothing about, like, Amberlynn or, like, comments about her or her body. It's just, like, I literally just don't like that top or dress or whatever it is. It's a style choice, honestly, truly. It's nothing to do with Amberlynn and everything to do with just, like, the style of this outfit is not for me. Anyways, Premier Protein! Yay!
Protein. This is a white chocolate raspberry. I've never had that flavor before. When you're on semaglutide, you need protein. I was told eat protein first. It's very important. Let me put the rest of these in the fridge. Be right back.
And she said the only way to get that is through sweet protein drinks. Heaven forbid I just eat protein in general.
Protein has a lot of health benefits, but
I just say that because, like, I follow or have followed throughout history lots of girlies and or not girlies, like some men too, but I followed a lot of people who have gone through, like, different weight loss journeys, health journeys, etc. And protein really is something that, like, is seemingly important throughout all of those stories that spans all of those journeys. And it just feels like they automatically are like, well, I gotta go to protein shakes. And sometimes that's recommended on things like, I know, like, some, like, weight loss bariatric plans suggest things like that. But it's just like, there's so many other ways that Miss Ma'am could get protein. She's not interested in getting protein. Well, I guess maybe through the cottage cheese, but she's not focusing on protein when she's dipping her Doritos in cottage cheese, you know, or when she's making a bagel with cream cheese and scallions on it, you know? You feel me?
When you're losing weight, you want the protein or you're gonna, like, lose hair and you're gonna get weaker. Like, a lot of people when they're losing weight, they lose muscle. So there's things you could do to prevent that from happening. More protein, also some exercise, etc., etc. I'm super excited to try this.
I do just have to say, it never gets old the ways that she lectures people about nutrition when she's feeling enlightened. When she's reached this higher level of understanding of, like, trying to lose weight and things like that. It's like, girl, what muscle do you have to lose that you're sitting out here saying that you gotta drink extra protein so you don't lose muscle? like, I don't know that I've ever seen you do any kind of, like, muscle strength training situation types of deals anyways, that, like, losing muscle is a concern of yours. I don't know. It's just like, I mean, it's not necessarily that she's wrong. Like, protein is important, like I said. It's just the fact that it's Amberlynn lecturing me. Like, I don't come to your channel to learn about health and nutrition. I don't know, Diva. I don't know.
Smells like protein. You guys know how, like, protein shakes have that, like, protein smell? Definitely has that. All right, cheers.
Cheers. Oh, the slurping noise was loud.
Shut up. Ooh, that's good. For a protein shake, it's not bad. It does have that protein flavor, so don't expect it not to. You definitely taste the raspberry, which is exactly what I wanted. I will say if I was blindfolded, I would think it was vanilla raspberry and not white chocolate raspberry. So I wish it did have more of a chocolate flavor. Out of 10, I will give it a 6.
It's crazy because anything else that's not protein, I feel like she always gives it like 8, 9s, or 10s. So a 6 is not a very glowing review from Miss Amberlynn. I feel like for a 6, you may as well throw that in the garbage. All right, next day, let's go.
Hey guys, so it is the next day. So that means it is January 15th. Welcome to another vlog. I'm sure you guys have noticed I've been wearing my hair like this for like a week. That's because I decided to not wash my hair for a full week. I saw that it can really help someone's hair. It can help with your scalp balance, your scalp's microbiome. The texture can cause less damage. I'm never doing it again, girly pops. Never. It just puts me in a bad headspace because it reminds me of the time when I was like so depressed and so unwell. like years ago, like 6 years ago. I literally...
I listen, I think that's tea. Like, she really did go through a time in her life where, like, she was just never washing her hair. And also, by the way, she always denied it on camera. And it was only in recent history that she was like, you know that time back then where y'all were saying that I didn't wash my hair? I didn't. So totally makes sense that she wouldn't want to do that or, like, go long periods of time without washing it. None of what I'm about to say should take away from that. I think that mental health tea is valid, okay? But once again, I just don't know how I feel about Amberlynn Reid, of all people, coming on here and trying to educate the masses on on something that, like, she seemingly knows so little about, i.e. hair care, i.e. weight loss, getting enough protein, not losing muscle mass. It's funny to me that part of the title of this is medical misinformation being spread when, like, Amberlynn comes on and talks like she's an authority about all kinds of health-related things all the time, when we know that she actually knows very little about these things.
I really didn't wash or brush my hair for like 2 months. So I know it's only been 6 days. I get to wash it tomorrow, but I wanted to do the full week. But it's just, it triggers me. It's bringing me back to that.
Okay, let's wash your hair, diva.
There has been an upside to this. It has been nice having my hair out of my face. I usually wash my hair every 3 days.
Girl, let's wash your hair, diva.
And for some reason, like, going a week has, like, bothered me. Once I hit day 5, I was like, oh my god.
You know what's crazy? You can still choose to wash your hair. You can get in the shower and do it right now.
I'm also extremely upset with myself because today is day 10 of semaglutide and I've already had my first meal. So I'm not going to weigh myself, but I was supposed to weigh myself today because I'm trying to do, like, increments of 10 because I'm curious, like, how well do I do each 10 days? So
why 10 days though, diva? Because you just did a weigh-in. Was that her last video? It was her last video. January 13th, you just did a weigh-in. What? Now why all of a sudden are we doing every 10 days? I just don't understand. What is the, like, logical reasoning and thinking there?
Well, I will have to save that weigh-in for tomorrow, but oh my god, I literally was just sitting here journaling, and I was like, fuck, today's day 10, and I did not weigh myself.
Oh, that was short.
Okay, guys, hello.
Oh, January 15th was such a short little blip. Well, I guess January 14th was too.
Day, January 16th.
This is kind of a vibe.
Last night, I just have to share this. Last night, I get a little screenshot. Yes, we're back to the cookie crumble nonsense.
The only ones back to the cookie crumble cookie nonsense is you. Is you. You said, listen, there's so many ways you could have avoided this. You already said you weren't going to engage with the negativity, with the reaction channels, with people in your comments. Maybe you need to turn off them DMs too if people are sending you DMs of things that are going to trigger you.
Saying over and over, it makes sense that it's Brittany, like, could possibly be Erica, because I sent her, like, a full body picture that, like, some Instagrammer now has, respectful moments to be exact. And I'm like, Brittany still talks about me on Instagram and all this stuff. Literally, I'm not going to post her picture right here, but I think last night she might have posted this. I'm not going to post it because she didn't ask to physically be on YouTube. So I'm not going to, like, disrespect her in that way. But she literally posted on her Instagram her with, like, the cookie crumble box and, like, this huge cookie, like, hanging out of her mouth. And I'm like, be so fucking for real. Like,
I will say, Brittany does spend, like, her Instagram stories are, like, her subtly subtweeting, shading Amberlynn, and then the other half is, like, pro-Trump propaganda. Okay, so, like, her, I have thought many times to unfollow her, but because of the occasional Amberlynn shade and subtweeting, I do continue to follow her on Instagram. But that, Amberlynn's not lying about this. Like, I did see the post she's talking about, okay? Like, Brittany definitely, like, still has Amberlynn living rent-free in her mind.
Like, not only is she literally proving my point further that, like, just get over it, like, move on. If you're gonna be mad at anyone, be mad at your wife. But she's also just, like, really making me believe that they're definitely the ones doing this.
Also, Also, I mean, like, listen, I will not be the one to, like, stand up and defend Brittany or Erica, because I think they're both clowns. I think they are both clowns who got what they asked for, honestly, truly, 100%. But also, to act like you didn't play a part in that, like, yes, absolutely. I am usually very much pro, like, get mad at your partner who cheated, not at the person who cheated with your partner. But also, like, you have acknowledged that you knowingly participated in that. So, like, that's a whole other situation type of deal, Miss Ma'am. If Brittany wants to be mad because you knowingly participated in it, you knew that she existed, I think that's a little bit fair. I do think that's a little bit fair.
And back to the whole Walnut thing as well, which I didn't even know about this, but supposedly on the Walnut account, there was literally a cookie emoji. You can't tell me that's not a freaking troll. As I'm editing this, I also want to pop in here and say that...
Why would listen, not that I agree or disagree about the Walnut account being a troll or not, but, like, why would a cookie emoji make it an obvious troll? They were selling they were allegedly selling a cookie crumble video, a crumble cookie video. So yeah, why wouldn't they have a cookie emoji? How does that make them an obvious troll?
Supposedly, Walnut actually contacted Jordy and literally was saying how Amberlynn's right. Amberlynn is not Walnut. And Jordy would not show the email because it would prove that
How
I
do
told
you
him the
know?
truth. But, like, if someone emailed him and, like, had some garbage to talk about me, or, like...
How do you know? How would you know what somebody emailed Jordy? How would you know that? Did Jordy say something along those lines in a video? Maybe this is just where my ignorance comes in, because, spoiler alert, I don't know if you know, but I don't watch everything that Jordy uploads. But how would you know what Jordy did or didn't get in an email?
Being that Walnut was me, or just some, like, crazy nonsense, like, he would show that. He's done that. He has platformed so many different people who were there to just talk shit about me. But, like, the one thing that, like, I feel super violated over and has been causing me a lot of distress, supposedly the real Walnut messaged him.
How do you know?
Just over it.
Show the proof, Amberlynn. Show the proof. How do you know? Listen, I'm willing to believe you if you show the proof, but I also know how you are. You're just out here talking shit. Somebody probably DM'd her and was like, oh my God, I heard this happen. And the way that things work for Amberlynn is that she sees the DMs and she believes it to be true. I don't know. Maybe after I get done filming this, I'll go and look to see if maybe, like, Jordy acknowledged this somewhere. Because I feel like I would have heard about it. I feel like I would have heard about it if Jordy had been contacted by Walnut or something. So, I don't know. I'll try to go look after I get done, because I feel like it's going to be maybe a little bit more of an in-depth search than just me Googling something over here on my computer. Okay, so I did do just like an overview of some transcripts from Jordy's live streams from around the time that she was filming these videos. It was only like 2 to 3 live streams, so it's not super extensive. And I also asked some people from my Twitch community who have said that they watch Jordy and his streams regularly, and I can't seem to find anywhere that he talked about getting an email from Walnut. I mean, I specifically did Control F of his transcripts to look for the word Walnut. And the only times that came up in his streams was when Amberlynn said the word walnut in her actual video that he was reacting to. So I don't know where she got this. Again, I really think it's probably just somebody who claimed it was true in her DMs, and she loves to believe anything that's said that could possibly be negative about people like me, Jordy, Snowflake, whoever it might be. So that's just my initial thoughts. If other stuff comes out later that he did get this email, I don't know anything about it. But how would Amberlynn know? How would Amberlynn know that this person emailed Jordy? And also, besides all of that, Miss Ma'am, I just want to remind you, you said you weren't doing reaction channels anymore. You were not going to give them attention. You were going to water the things that make you happy. Get to watering. Get to fucking watering. Go fill up your bucket and get to watering. This is not watering shit.
He literally won't even show the email. Like, that's crazy work. Shit. Walnut, my DMs are open on Instagram. So if you want to contact anyone, it should be me.
She's exhausting.
When I talk about how, like, I feel violated and this and that, but like, yes, I do feel violated because I did not give permission for my cookie crumble to be released. But I'm also talking about like a separate group of things where supposedly there's like sexual things being like screenshotted and like a girl's voice that sounds like me. Like there's like an actual girl doing sexual things while naked and like a part of her hair is showing and it looks like my hair and people are literally saying that it's me. Like it's things like that where I feel violated because it's like I was genuinely being impersonated and like all these things were so unreal. It's just, ugh. I want to make it very clear that I'm not insinuating that like Brittany is Walnut or whatever. And I will say
what do you mean you're not insinuating that Brittany is Walnut? You have said that. I don't understand. I'm exhausted. Aren't you exhausted, Amberlynn? Aren't you fucking tired? Don't you want a break? Listen, I actually agree with you that I think a lot of that situation is so violating. It's so fucked up if you did not consent to it. And I also don't understand why we're continuing to engage in it. Not that you shouldn't be able to speak up, but just to say that, like, I don't think that anything you're saying right now in this situation is adding anything new to the conversation, anything helpful to the conversation. And I think in a lot of ways, most people moved on. I still think that the best course of action is for you to go seek legal involvement and have them help you if that is something you want to do. And otherwise, to just like let it die out. I think the only people honestly, truly, and I could be wrong about this, I could be wrong, but I feel like the only person still talking about this is you.
I think based on that picture, Brittany might also be doing that thing where you don't wash your hair for a week. She should let me know how it goes, because for me, it sucked. Never doing it again. All right.
She is so unnecessarily shady. That honestly, y'all know I've been including the little clips of her being mean because she got so mad at me for responding to something that she said about me, right? She got so mad at my response to something that she said that was particularly nasty about me. But she's always trying to be this mean girl. And she literally, I just saw a clip that somebody else shared recently. And I don't know, maybe if I think about it, maybe I'll include it as like the little intro clip today. But she talked about how you should always choose kindness, the importance of always choosing kindness. Is that choosing kindness, Amberlynn, to like come for Miss Ma'am's hair like that? Like, please be serious. You're a mean girl. You want to live in this world where everybody else is so mean, but like, it's you. You're also mean. You're a mean girl. And you just don't like it when people are giving you a little bit of what you give out. All right? You're a mean girl. You're mean.
Hey guys, so we have a little Amazon haul. I was supposed to get 2 more things and it says it was delivered, but it wasn't. So I'll just show that in a different vlog.
Oh, thank God.
Things first. I want to start playing my Switch again. I really want to play the new Mario Party. I still can't even believe that I haven't.
Oh my God,
shocking.
that's crazy.
That's one of my favorite games. So I went to use my Switch a couple days ago, and the Joy-Con, one of them were broke. So I had to order.
She's a victim of that Nintendo Switch Joy-Con drift. It's a very common, popular problem.
Because I do want to use it handheld. Normally I just do it through the TV, but I'm telling you, I never turn on my TV. And I just want to do it handheld. So I used to love a puzzle. I haven't done a puzzle in so long, so I decided to get a puzzle. It's a 500-piece puzzle. I thought it was so cute with the little pink slug bug and the really pretty pink trees. Yeah. And I like how people are just walking and the homes are very colorful. This very much reminds me.
I also love when people are walking. I also, sometimes when I see people walking, I just subconsciously sway. Can you believe?
I am San Francisco, I'm not gonna lie. If you guys don't know, I grew up in the Bay Area, so I would go to San Francisco literally on the constant. Last but not least, I got some stickers because I have been doing a lot of scrapbooking. I'm just a hobby girly. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I definitely am not one of those people that don't have a hobby. I have like 9 million hobbies at one time, and sometimes I don't even know how to keep up.
Oh wow.
Wait a minute. This came with a stick.
Life is hard. Can't keep up with all my hobbies. Well, it's probably easy to do when your job consists of you just sitting on this couch or in front of that bookshelf filming yourself yapping. It's kind of, I can also say that as a YouTuber, like, it's much easier to keep up with hobbies when you have the ability to create your own schedule on your own time. So, yeah, good for you. I'm so glad you have so many hobbies, Diva.
Girl book? Oh my god, I did not know that it came with this. It comes with a sticker book.
Wow.
That is so freaking cute. I love that.
That
it did not
is so
advertise for that at all. We love a nice little surprise. So I got a bunch of stickers with flowers and girls on them. So they look like this. I guess I'll just open one to give you guys an idea.
Thank
oh my
you.
god, these are beautiful. So there's this one.
Okay.
There's another one.
All right.
Look how freaking cute. I can't.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the gist. Like, they're so beautiful. Wow. So there's like a few different sets. We have like a tan, a yellow, pink, purple. Oh my gosh, these are gonna be so freaking cute. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna start my puzzle. I opened it, and the first thing I noticed is I have heard that on the back of puzzles now, they're like putting letters and numbers to like help people with puzzles. And I actually got one that had that. And
oh my gosh.
I guess that helps people who are like new at puzzles or they get highly frustrated, etc., etc. But it's like, I feel like it's dumbing it down a little bit, but
expert puzzle master Amberlynn Reed doesn't need you to dumb down her puzzles for her Amazon. How dare you? How dare you?
It is what it is. I do want to say, like, look how adorable this bag is.
Sure.
Like, I've never received a puzzle that has such a cute little, like, bag that you can put the puzzle pieces in.
Of course.
Oh, it's so cute. Usually it's just like this clear plastic. And then on the inside, it also comes with a big poster of it. Like, what? I've also never seen that. I usually just take the little box, and that's my cheat sheet, and I just, like, look at it like that, but this comes with a whole poster type deal. All right, you guys, so I did all of the borders, separated all of the pieces, but looks like there is 2 side pieces that I accidentally missed.
Oh, no.
I thought it was pretty thorough, but it's not. But I'm going to take a break.
Oh, my God. The puzzle stumped expert puzzle master Amberlynn Reed. Maybe she's not as good as she thought she was. Maybe she does need the numbers and letters on the back of the puzzle.
Okay, you guys, so I did remember to weigh myself.
Oh,
so
thank
I will
God.
show you guys that here in a second. But I do want to talk about the vial expiring after you puncture it for the first time in 28 days. Like, normally I wouldn't care so much, but I think it's because it's like medical misinformation. I know that
We've reached the medical misinformation part, brought to you by the girlie who is an expert on medical information. Let's go.
there are a lot of people who are watching me that are also like taking semaglutide or Ozempic or Zepbound or whatever it may be, who are now under the impression that like it doesn't expire after 28 days, and it really does. And I know people just always want to think that I'm wrong or lying or misinformed or I don't know this, I'm stupid, I'm dumb. Like, I get it, because that's like the character you want to portray me as, which it is what it is. But I'm telling you guys, like, there's a difference between a vial versus like an Ozempic pen or a semaglutide pen. And I think people are definitely getting confused, because when I went to the med spa, they had a vial that they took the semaglutide out of and put in 13 different syringes. So
the continued part of this that's also just so irritating to me is that she keeps saying, like, every time we revisit this dumbass, like, 28 days, it loses its potency, this, that, the other nonsense. every time she brings the story back up, it's always, I'm like, you guys are just so confused. It's like, if you just stop being confused, it's like, girl, people are going based on whatever information you give. And also, like, your story is just whack in general, because like, if it's just the case that the stuff lost its potency, then you could have gone and gotten fresh, you know? And if it's just the case that it was, the potency thing, then why would the med spa give you so many of the, like, pre-filled syringes or whatever if they knew that those things were going to expire before you could use them? Like, there's just so many things that about it that are confusing because of how you told the story. And just like, you're the reason it's confusing, Amberlynn. It's you. It's always been you.
That was definitely going to expire. And I think since people won't listen to me, maybe they'll listen to someone else. There is a reaction channel that I thoroughly enjoy. Her name is Libby, and she is very unbiased. She purely reacts based on facts and not feelings. And that's something I do appreciate. I like her as a person, even when she doesn't agree with me, even when she's calling me out on my bullshit.
It's funny, like, first of all, Amberlynn's thoughts on what a proper reaction is. Her thoughts are often, like, guided by this, like, oh, facts versus feelings and things like that. When I react to things, like, if I'm just reacting to something that happens to me in my life, first of all, feelings are very much a part of my reaction to that, okay? So let's just be clear that, like, feelings are what make a reaction, you know? When I watch people who react to, like, K-pop music, for instance, they are reacting to their feelings about enjoying the content, right? Like, are they enjoying it? Are they not enjoying it? Are they living for different parts of the music video, this, that, the other? Their feelings are an important part of that reaction. So to just sit here and be like, your feelings shouldn't be a part of your reaction, that's silly. But also, you're totally disregarding a lot of facts yourself, i.e. getting mad at me for bringing up that Tommy's been a feeder before, Tommy has participated in feeder content before, and getting mad and calling that rumors, okay? It's not a rumor, diva. Those are facts. Those are facts. So you might not like the facts, you might not agree with the facts, but facts are facts, okay?
She is critical, but she's also factual. So I want to show you a couple of clips from her. Oh,
thank God.
As she is a lot more intelligent than I, and maybe...
Okay, probably true. Okay, facts. Okay, facts. All right, Amberlynn's bringing the facts, not feelings. Probably more intelligent than you. Okay, work.
Listening to someone else, they'll actually believe me instead of just like... other reaction channels or haters and like, oh, this isn't true.
I also hate to tell you, Amberlynn, but no matter how hard you try, there's unfortunately going to be people that are going to continue to disagree with you. And I think that's also what you're saying. I think you're acknowledging that. And, like, I think at some point you just have to be okay with that. That's not to say that I don't think that, like, your whole story about the potency and this, that, the other ain't confusing as hell. Because I think you've done a horrible job of explaining it. But I think it's time to stop trying to explain it, to be honest with you. Because I don't think you've moved anybody. I don't think you've made any kind of difference. And also, it's old news at this point. Like, it's time to move on, diva. I will listen to what Libby has to say. For sure. I'll listen and watch. And I'm sure that she probably has some, like, articulate, eloquent things to say about it. The only other thing I'll say is, girl, we're supposed to be giving up the reaction channels in 2025. We're supposed to be watering the things that make you happy.
When that's all just based on feeling and not fact. Fires after 28 days. It literally says it on the vial. When I went to the med spa to get...
Okay, here's the first claim. When you open a vial of a semaglutide or an insulin, it has 28 days. That is true. So Ozempic is for a pen, it's 56 days. But the pens and the vials are two different things. So, compounded semaglutide, after you open that vial, It's only good for 28 days. And after 28 days, you should throw it away. So this is correct and accurate information.
So in this next clip, she's responding to someone saying that, like, no one should take my word for it.
Yeah, no, I looked it up, Mars. Right here. So on hers and on other web, like, all of the things here say, once you open a vial, here's Healthline for Wegovy pens. You know, all these different ones, 28 days is how long they remain stable after you open that vial. So all of these sources are also saying 28 days.
Yeah.
So that is accurate information.
I still also feel like what I already said, which is, if that's the case, why did the med spa give her so many syringes that she could not possibly go through in that 28 days? And also, you know, like, it continues to be that this is all a diversion, an excuse for why she stopped taking the semaglutide in the first place, which is just that she just stopped because she didn't feel like it was working for her. She didn't try to go and seek out resolution. The 28 days thing is just a more recent excuse that she has, like, tapped into for why it wasn't working for her the second time she tried Ozempic/semaglutide, okay? So I think also that's what's important to maybe focus on here, is that, like, regardless of if it's true or not, like, it's all the convolutedness of this story to begin with. Like, people are questioning it because Amberlynn tells it in a confusing way, which she is acknowledging here, which is why she's bringing in somebody else to try to explain it for her. And also because, like, this developed as an excuse for why it didn't work the second time, you know? Not to mention that she'd already tried Ozempic one time before that. Like, she's trying to justify her continued cycling of things that continue to not work for her. That's the takeaway. I think at this point, let's close the book. We can agree that things expire in 28 days, sure. All right, on to the next, Diva. On to the next.
And then this is her response when someone said that it only lasts 28 days if it's not refrigerated.
You are on compounded semaglutide. If you open a vial, it remains stable for 28 days without refrigeration. That's not what I've read.
I also love that basically all that Libby is doing, and this is no shade to Libby. I don't know shit about Libby, okay? Outside of that, I know that Amberlynn likes to hang out in her live streams, okay? But this is no shade to Libby. But, like, all Libby is doing is, like, a Google search. This is all something that, like, Amberlynn has done before on her channel and could do here. So I'm just like, I guess thanks for including the clips, Diva.
From hers here, if it's opened and it's in the fridge, it only lasts for 28 days. And that's what every reference that I've read here says. Says that every single reference that I found here says that if you don't, or says that you have to refrigerate it for one. But in the fridge, if it's opened, only 28 days.
So anyways, now that that's over with, here's my weigh-in for today. All right.
Now that that's over with. Like, she had to address it at all, to be honest.
Guys, it is the 16th of January. Alexa, what is the date today?
Today is Thursday, January 16th, 2025.
Alrighty, so let's do the weigh-in here.
Hello, it's ready.
Stepping on.
504.8 pounds.
504.8. Looks like I am maintaining. So
Okay.
I'm definitely maintaining.
I will still stand by what I said in the last weigh-in video, which is she has since this weighed herself on Instagram and she was 507.
Which the second week for me, I always lose like a very small amount because the first week, like, I lose so much. Like, the first week I literally almost lost 14 pounds. So I really hope by the time I do my Monday weigh-in that I'm down at least a couple pounds. Crossing my fingers. I will say, I have an appetite and I have food noise The last couple of days have been hard. My girlfriend said they're literally only halfway through week 2. And if it wasn't for her saying, like, don't give up yet, I probably would have.
Of course we got the Tommy Salami positive PR campaign. Yep. Makes sense that we're bringing her up when it comes to wanting people to know that Tommy wants you to lose weight. It's important for people to know that.
I literally was like, why am I taking a medicine that isn't even, like, doing what it's supposed to? But she explained to me, which is knowledge I already know, but still. She explained to me that, like, I just need to keep going. My body needs to get used to it. I need to up my dose. And those things are definitely true. And I just really appreciate her because I genuinely was fixing to message the provider and be like, this isn't working for me. I try to be a very optimistic person, but sometimes I do think of the negative. And I just feel very down in the dumps that I'm taking a medicine, which I hate medicine, that I'm supposed to be taking it. So it'll literally take away my appetite, and it's not doing that right now. But I'm not going to give up. I'm not.
Right.
I have great support. I have people in my corner. So many of you are supporting me, and I appreciate you guys so much. I love all of you. And yeah, I'm just going to end this vlog here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Okay, thank God. It's over. It's over. I feel like that was such a wild fucking ride, but also mostly a good chunk, I would say like 2/3 of that video was her addressing drama that she doesn't need to address if she doesn't want to. Like, if she's really out here trying to water the things that bring her happiness, this video was not a depiction of that at all. At all. I mean, I guess maybe the parts where she filmed herself getting all of her goodies that she bought on Amazon, maybe that was her watering her happiness, but otherwise a good chunk of this was just her responding to haters, and I'm just like, you shouldn't. Like, I just don't really know what the point of that was, Diva, but well, here we are. Here we are. Anyways, that's all I have time for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did and you're brand new to my channel, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I had so much fun today. I hope you did too. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!